Okay, how you doing? I'm making this video because I want to be transparent. I'm going to get some yogurt and granola when I'm done with this, so that is my reward. I want to talk a little bit about business. I was watching this video today with this young lady that was struggling and had to take the train somewhere so that she could pick up a car and use it temporarily because she lost her car because she couldn't get it refinanced and she didn't make the payments and all of that. Okay, so I need to talk about these things. And eventually I'll get to how it relates to business. It's not easy sometimes to follow your dreams. It's not. I know we get caught up in the illusion thinking that it's always easy. You know, you see people on social media and, everybody seems so successful and everyone is doing so well and everyone is making so much money and people are just seemingly just living the dream. Just living the dream. Yet what I must tell you is that is not always the case. It's just not always the case. Sometimes you find yourself in situations that you did not see coming at all, and as it relates to business, I can recall partnerships that, they started off well and then they ended up not being well and, being left to pay taxes and assuming all of the debt and people using your name and, and you not getting any credit and you putting lots of money into your business education and investing in yourself and not seeing the results, not seeing the results. This is all very real, and this is not something that people normally talk about because we like to sugarcoat things and we don't like to let people know the behind the scenes, or you have, people who say they're going to support you and they don't, or whatever the case may be. There's all sorts of different things that can happen to someone when they are attempting to achieve their goals, and it's not always pretty. People don't talk about the fact that sometimes as a business owner you end up getting a job because baby, your bills are due and you ain't got time to be waiting on clients. This is just one of the facts about having a business, and it's not a pretty fact, yet it's something that I've experienced most definitely. There are times and there are seasons, really and truly. And I guess the reason why I'm recording this video is so that you are not by yourself. Like case in point, I know right now where I am in this season, it's a very difficult season. It's a very difficult season at this moment in time because I am totally locked in to listening to my intuition, and it's not always easy. It's not always easy. You got to find the money. You got to manifest the money. You got to pay your bills. You have to eat. You have to have a roof over your head. All of these things. And it's not always the easiest thing to maintain a positive mindset in all of it because let me tell you, sometimes you just feel like crying and you feel like, why am I following my intuition and why am I, trusting the process? Or sometimes you get angry, you've invested so much money maybe in other people's businesses and this, that, and the third, and then, people barely, I'm talking, invest in your business, or you put so much money in training or whatever and you don't see the